Okay, this is the 15th episode. Now, before I get started on this episode, I have two things to say. One is that General Ruby actually sounds more than I thought it was. And uh General Doc, what Sapphire said. I meant General Ruby. No one Nick's name. No gem calls the nicknames except for gems they're into mostly Earth stuff. Okay. Uh, Now let's start and writing this episode. So the episode had to start off with Steven and Pearl Diamond using the warp pad to land on the planets. I mean, no, they show up on the warp pad on the planets. What I meant on eyeballs, not eyeball. Doc. Did I say General Eyeball earlier? I meant General Doc is not what Sapphire said. It's General Ruby. So, um when they had arrived from the warp pad, when they arrived on the planet, Pearl Diamond saying, "See, I told you I found it. I told you I'll find it." Something like that. And then Steven says, "So, this must be uh the Ruby's castle. This must be the Ruby's castle." And then Pearl Diamond saying, yeah, that's the place." And Steven saying, "Do you think maybe she's compensating or something?" He just nods his head because she didn't get the joke. Now, I don't know if Purple Diamond had said the last thing what Donkey had said that exactly, but either that or something similar, so that because we can't, not every dimension says the exact same thing, or some dimensions do, but just not this one. Anyway, uh, well, while Steven was walking away, she's saying, "Hey, wait up, Steven." And then he catches up with the gem that's guarding, and then Steven saying the gem surprises Steven Universe, and Steven Universe is the enemy to Doc. And then Steven saying, looking at the guards, he's saying, "Hey, you," and he's like, "Oh, Steven Universe," and it like, "Wait a second, look, I'm not here to fight." No, not fight. Well, fighting is important anyway, but he's saying, "Look, I'm not going to attack you. Look, I'm not your enemy. Uh, I just, or maybe he's saying, I'm not your foe. Like, something like that. Like, in the reunite special, he's just saying, wait, something like, it's something exactly like what Shrek said. It's exactly like what Shrek said. Not something exactly, it's exactly. And then, the gem's like, and then Steven just decided to come in like a break, to take a shortcut, and then she just bumps her head and she gets knocked out. The guard, and he just shakes his head no, like he's like, huh. And Pearl Diamond is, and then Pearl Diamond follows him behind, and as they were coming in, they were amazed about the place that where they were in, and then when they, well, first when they looked at it, no, I don't think they were amazed. They just went in and like what Shrek was doing, and then Steven was looking around the city, and he was saying, "It look there was no one there," and then he's saying, "It's quiet, too quiet. Where is everybody?" And then Pearl Diamond was saying, "Oh wait, look at this," uh, or maybe yeah, it's actually the own setting of Ruby and and the whole like Duck and all the others, like as like a show of a music. It's like a music box, and Steven was terrified of it. I mean, it was actually disturbed by it, and Pearl Diamond liked it. And when it was over, they took a picture. I mean, after the doors closed, the picture was taken. They were snapping a picture. They were surprised, like they were shocked when there was light, and then the picture came out, and it shows their faces surprised, and then Roland saying, "Wow, let's do that again," and then Steven saying, "No, no, 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 no," while he was grabbing her dress, and then there was music happening, and then as um they arrived at the tournament, and let's see, Doc was making a speech about saying that champion shall have the honor, no, the privilege to go forth and rescue the lovely Pentlandite, the lovely gem Pentlandite from that castle guarded by that creature. I don't know why I'm not doing her voice earlier. I guess it's hard for me to do it. I guess it's hard. I just forgot how to do it. Yeah, I mean, I just forgot to do it. But she still did it even when I did not do the. She still said all that stuff even when I did not have the right voice for her. She was saying something like what Farquaad said, like, if something reason the winner is is for something successful, the first runner-up will take its place, and so on and so forth. Some of you may die, but it's a sacrifice I am willing to make. Okay, that sounds more like Richard Nixon, but okay, I'm not doing that voice anymore. But Steven, it was surprised saying eyeball, and yeah, and Robert saying, "You know this, Ruby?" And Steven saying, "It's a long story." And then, actually, hold on, before I continue this, remember what I was saying about Lapis Lazuli and the Peridot Bismuth writing the words together to Steven? That doesn't mean that, that I have lost by Lapis reuniting with Peridot and others, because she is, like, visiting, because she wants to make, in heaven, she's making the dead Morganite feel better. Like, they're all dead, of course, but she's making her feel better. And even when it doesn't happen, they'll still be cursed. Like, I know in heaven, like, there's still cursed in there. I know it. There's not always happy places. You guys saying that it's not happy, then there'll be consequences to you guys, and I must have eternal vengeance, alright? And Lapis was not mostly hanging out with Peridot and Bismuth just to make Morganite feel better for happily ever after, like something like that. And what about say? And there might not even be a heaven for them. Or, no, I don't know why I'm saying that. They might look different because of the causes of their deaths. They might look different. And, well, I'm saying no, I don't know what I'm saying about that. There is a heaven. I mean, I don't know what I'm saying. Of course there is a heaven. What I'm saying is that they're in heaven. They are in heaven. Yes, they have souls there. And I still got my happy ending. Even when Lapis still talks to Peridot in heaven, I still got my happy ending over Lapis leaving from Morganite by Lapis making Morganite feel better. Anyways, what I'm talking about in episode 15. I think I already said that. I don't know if I did say eyeball again. I meant. Oh no, Steven says Doc, and then Pearl Lemon said, "You know this, Ruby?" And Steven said, "It's a long story." And then, well, Doc was saying, "Let the tournament begin." And then Steven comes in. Oh, I do a slightly deep voice for that Ruby, so yeah. I just realized that, so I'm keep on doing that. But then Steven walks in to one of the champions, and along with Pearl Diamond, and Doc was saying, "Oh, well, if it isn't Steven Universe." Or, no, I don't know why I'm saying that. How ironic that the other Pearl Diamond's with him, said that as well, but I don't know. It's, Doc was saying something about Steven Universe, like, Steven. Oh, it's Steven Universe. Something like that. And. Or maybe it would be funny if Doc had said that to Steven, saying that, "Oh my god, it's that diamond." And then. And then Steven said, "Oh, that's not very nice. She's just a nice diamond." And then Roland's like, "Huh?" Because he thought that Doc was talking about Purple Diamond. Anyway, Doc was then replied to Steven, "Indeed. Knight's new plan. The one who kills Steven shall be named champion. Turn out him, something like that. And even if I say eyeball by accident or anyone else that's not Doc, I mean that's not Doc's name. It's still Doc, even when I say the wrong names. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Even when I accidentally have not pronounced the Doc name right. But yeah, you guys get what I'm saying, right? Even when I make mistakes now, you guys, they still doing the stuff that I'm not making mistakes, all right? And saying the stuff I have not made. I mean, that I have made when they're not doing the mistakes I'm doing. Like even the stuff they're doing, they're not doing the mistakes I'm doing. That's what I meant. Sorry that it was if it was something accident that what I said opposite in the last thing. But anyway, and then Steven tries to fight, and well, Pearl Diamond's like, Steven was saying to Pearl Diamond, "You ready to do this, Purple?" And she's saying, "You bet I am, Steven." And then they would sing a song about fighting. Like they would sing a song about, like, it's like a montage of fighting. No, not really a montage. It's them fighting, like Bad Reputation of Shrek. And then Doc was surprised that what Steven and Purple were doing, and the crowd was booing at them. But now they were like, the shield, hit her with the shield, and wanted the shield, hit her with the shield. Like one of the crowds was there, and then he hits them with the shield, and then Doc was just like shaking her head no. And then after the song was over, Steven and Pearl Diamond were cheering. They were cheering victorious. And then, Doc had sent out not sent out her guards. Their guards were already there. Had pull out their weapons to try to shoot at Steven and Purple Diamond, and they were terrified. And Steven and Purple were terrified. And Army was saying to Doc, "Shall I give the orders, miss?" And Doc said, "No, I have a better idea. People of, whatever planet she's saying, I give you our champion." And then as the crowd was cheering, Steven and Roland was confused, and so Steven said, "What?" While they were trying to shoot at them. And Doc said something like, "Congratulations, Steven. You won the honor of the great and noble quest." And then, hang on. "You had the honor of embarking, something like that, on the great and noble quest." And then Steven said, "Quest? I'm already on a quest." "A quest? I'm already on 2 quests. And one of them is about my property." And then Doc said, "Your property?" And he said, "Yeah, my property, where you dump your citizens. Or where you dump those citizen gems. Where you dump those citizen gems." Something like that. And then, or how about this? How about to make it better? "Yeah. Or, yeah, my property, where you dump those gem citizens." And, or no, "Yeah, my property, where you dump those gem citizens." Or no, I'm sorry, one more time. "Yeah, my property, where you dump those citizen gems." Alright, let's go. Sorry, well, it took a while for a second because I was thinking. I should have paused. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Anyway. And Doc said, all right, Steven, I'll make you a deal. Go on this quest for me, and I'll no longer be a threat to you." Or she would say, "All right, Steven, I'll make you a deal. Go on this quest for me, and I will no longer, and I will leave your property alone." And then Steven says, "Exactly the way it was." Or Steven was saying, "Really?" And then Doc was saying, "Yes, really." And then he was looking at the guards trying to shoot them, and then he looks back at Doc saying, "What kind of quest?" And then we cut back to the scene where Pearl Diamond was saying, "I can't believe Doc had gave us a mission that we're already on our way to." So Steven, how does this... sorry, hang on. Before I continue this, when Steven said what kind of quest, he did... Now I am confirming that Steven did not say that in episode 13. Diamond was just saying that it was her daughter that he must go to. And all her powers and the creature. And even when I accidentally said a corrupted gem, in the last one where I made mistakes about that without saying that it was a mistake, then they said what I had not said, alright? They still say what I had not said, alright? Anyway. And Steven was saying, while Roland was talking, Roland was saying, no, Steven was saying, "For your information, Pearl Diamond, there's a lot more of me than you can imagine." or I'm a lot more human than a gem. And then Pearl Diamond said, examples? And then Steven saying, well, they were on a garden. The gems, or they went back on Earth when they had the warp pad, and then like when this scene had started. I didn't mean to say next scene, but this is the last scene anyway. But then let's see. Steven, after Pearl Diamond said examples, they were on a garden and on the field on Earth, and he's saying, okay, let's see. Humans are like beets. And she smells it. Do they smell like beets? Or she's like saying, do they smell? No, usually when someone says smells stinky. Whatever she's saying about vegetables, and Steven's saying, yes, no. And Steven was saying other things a little like a beet, like, are they picked up by other humans? Or are they picked up by other creatures? And like beets. And then he said, no. And then she's saying, and then Pearl Diamond was saying, are you, is your hair like the leaves of the beet? And then, are you humans having the hair that look like the beet? She didn't say it like that, but something like that. It's a little bit different. And then Steven saying, no, tissues. Beets have tissues. Humans have tissues. Beets have tissues? You get it. We both have tissues. Why am I saying that joke? It's because, it's like, it's because it's like the blood of a beet. I mean, it's like the blood of a human, but it's pink. It's more pink than red. Well, it's more pink red than just red, so. Or red pink, if we can go with that. Since that makes more sense. He slams the beet on the ground and starts walking away, and he's like, huh. Or, yeah, no, he does it like Shrek. He does that like Shrek. And then Pearl Diamond said, you're both like tissues. And then she smells it again, and she's saying, not everybody likes beets. Or, not everybody likes tissues. I don't know, probably made a joke about the real tissues of a blowing nose. And then Pearl Diamond was saying, Pearl Diamond saying, radishes are like beets. They have flesh. Radishes have flesh. And then Steven said, I don't care what everyone likes. Or everybody likes radishes, something like that is what Pearl Diamond's saying. I mean, no, Pearl Diamond said it. Like donkey. And it's after Steven says what everyone likes, he says, after he says I don't care what everyone likes, he says, radishes, no, humans are not like radishes. Then he walks away from her, and then she says, everybody likes pomegranates. Pomegranates are not tissue, but they're like blood. I don't know, something like, no, not pomegranates, but, carrots, actually, no. Turnips, yeah, turnips. Turnips, no, actually, everybody likes turnips. Let's go with that. I don't care what everyone, turnips, everyone likes turnips. Turnips have flesh, and then he says, I don't care what everyone likes. Humans are not like turnips. And then Pearl Diamond said, everybody likes radishes. Radishes look like beets. Radishes are delicious. And then Steven says, says, "No, you did something irritating miniature beat diamond," something like that. Something like what Steven said. "Humans are like beets. End of story. Bye bye. See you later." And then after he walks away, and Rowan says, "Rashes may be the most delicious thing on the whole D planet." And then Steven says, "You know what? I think you're humming." Or Steven's like, well, Stat, I cannot hear what you're saying," as being sarcastic. And then Rowan's saying that, "Oh, maybe I should talk louder then." And then as they were walking off, that's the end of that episode. So, bye.